I'm really excited to announce that I have a new horse coming to this channel. Yay! This has actually been a secret that I've been keeping for quite some time, so I'm really excited to finally be sharing it with you. Clearly, I have a lot to catch you up on, so let's get to it. So if you've been around a while, what I'm about to share probably won't surprise you too much. One of my goals has been to gentle as many wild Mustangs as I can this year. I really do want to get good at this. I want gentling Mustangs on the ground to be a sort of specialty for me. And I have to say, working with Mustangs has definitely helped to improve my horsemanship with all horses and not just Mustangs. Anyway, I have felt very motivated to continue working towards my goals. And I actually did get another horse this summer. You're probably wondering, why am I just sharing this with you now? Well, there's actually a lot of reasons, but let me show you one. This, my friends, is what winter in Vermont looks like right now. It's a winter wonderland. So we've actually had a pretty warm and long fall, but winter has finally hit with vengeance. Here in Vermont, our winters are long and cold. It can be pretty challenging to near impossible to film in the winter due to the cold. Today's a balmy 33 degrees, so we're okay for a short while here. But on a colder day, the cold is actually going to kill my phone's battery. And I'm not even kidding, it can happen within seconds of pulling my phone out, so it's really tough. Gone are the days of being able to set up my phone on a tripod and film a training session. Those days are over for quite some time. Everything else this time of year takes a lot more work. Doing chores in 20 degrees below Fahrenheit is absolutely miserable, and nothing is worse than when your pipes freeze. Even when we don't have those extreme temperatures, we still have struggles with snow and ice. The footing can be really dangerous. There's just so many reasons why it's so difficult. I'm going to be taking a bit of a training break with the horses through winter. I've tried in former years to push through it and be a tough cookie, and I have, and I can, but it's really just not worth it. It's amazing when you move into spring and realize how much more you can accomplish when your fingers and toes and legs and face and everything else isn't frozen. Obviously, I'm not at all capable of producing content now like I was in the summer. So another reason I've chosen to wait until now to share this horse is because of editing. It takes a lot of time and organization to put together a video series for each horse. Doing multiple video series of multiple horses at once is exponentially more difficult. I was already pushing my limits doing the multiple series that I was doing, and I just didn't have the capacity to do one more. Also, it's pretty unrealistic for a content creator to be filming, editing, uploading immediately, unless they have a team working behind the scenes. It is possible to do it by yourself, but it's very challenging, and you certainly risk burnout. You might have noticed that some of my videos already do have a bit of a lag to them, and that's because of that. I just don't have the capacity to film and edit right away. I mean, consider your favorite TV shows. Those are all filmed and edited before even launching the first episode. All that to say, it's really hard. So given the overwhelming amount of content that I have, plus my knowledge of how difficult I knew it would be to train and film in the winter, it made sense to roll this series out now so I can continue to keep posting videos throughout the winter. And let me tell you, it's been a huge relief to do it this way. I have so much editing that I need to do, and being inside a little bit more is gonna help me to do that. The next thing I want to talk about is being willing to take a risk to achieve a goal. Obviously, getting another horse is a big deal and a big responsibility. This is my own unique path towards my own unique goals. This is not the path for everyone. I am definitely stretching myself here in multiple dimensions. Working towards a goal isn't easy and it isn't comfortable. I don't think people really realize how much sacrifice and struggle and failure and discouragement come with working towards a goal. This certainly hasn't been a walk in the park for me. Things do get tight. However, in a pinch, I do know that I have the ability and the capacity to pivot if I need to. But I'm going to work as hard as I can to make this work. What we choose to do is usually in response to the value that we put on something. For example, I'm sure you've all heard someone say, "I don't have time for exercising." Well, we all have 24 hours in a day. No one has more, no one has less. If you dissect what they're saying, really they're saying that I'm prioritizing other things above exercising, and by the time I've done those things, I don't have time for exercise. Now, sometimes they truly feel that way, and other times after some self-reflection, they realize that their priorities are out of place. For me, even 2 or 3 years ago, I would have valued comfort, stability, responsibility, not looking like a fool above this goal because it involved a risk. It involves stepping out and being willing to look like a fool. Now, I used to take West Coast swing dance lessons, which is a really fun dance, by the way. I used to love watching new people come in, learn the dance, and advance through the levels. One thing that I noticed about the people who got really good really fast was they weren't afraid to look like a fool. They shamelessly went all in and they tried new things, whether it was awkward or not. And yes, they did end up looking awkward, but that awkwardness was only for a short while, and then they went levels above everyone else. The people who didn't want to look awkward played it safe and were more reserved, and as a result, their growth was stunted. Sometimes you just have to risk looking stupid to have the most growth. These are some of the thoughts that have influenced some of my decisions. If I look crazy to you, it's probably because you don't have the same goals as me. Goals and values are incredibly unique to each individual and will never be the same for one person to another person. Anyway, if you're interested, I have a channel membership and I'm planning on putting out another video or two kind of talking about some of these things on my own journey, learning how to take more risks, the fear I have behind it, and just stepping out to reach some of these goals that I've had. So if you're interested, you'll have to go to a desktop computer, go to my channel page, and you'll see a join button next to the subscribe button. Memberships are $2.99 a month and can be canceled anytime. Okay, so that is the long backstory on this next horse. I hope that answers some of your questions. That being said, any guesses on the color, height, age, and gender? Okay, I'll give you guys a couple of hints. So it's a color that I've not yet had. So I've had beige, a gray, and a buckskin. It's a height that is in the range of heights that I've had. So I've had from 13.2 to 14.3, so it's somewhere in that height range. It's an age that I have had. So I've had a 1-year-old to a 4-year-old. And then gender, you're gonna have to go 50-50 on that. Anyway, let me know what your guesses are. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. It's me again. I just realized that this is my last video of 2022, which is crazy. But I just wanted to hop back on here and wish you a happy new year, and I will see you in 2023. Bye.